Hi everyone, I'm Candy from Susan's family. Today, I'm bringing you a new design, sunflower version of the blooming Flora blanket from our Botanical Sensations series. For this pattern, you can view it on en.sussudiy.com for detailed instructions. This blanket consists of motifs. Sewing the motifs together and crocheting the edging. The motifs are divided into Motif One, and Motif Two, and Motif Three and Motif Four. Let's start with Motif One first. This is a complete large motif. It is worked in rounds. The first few rounds are circular, the later rounds become square. There are also quite a few new stitch techniques used here. They are all marked on the chart. I won't go through each one individually. Please watch the demonstration. Before we start crocheting, let's learn the proper posture for crocheting. For specific yarn, color choices, and hook sizes, please refer to the detail page of our product and the paper instructions. First, start with a magic ring. Then, make 3 beginning chains. Next, work 11 double crochets. After finishing, you can check the stitch count. Including the beginning chain, there should be 12 stitches in total. Close the ring after completing. Finally, slip stitch into the top of the beginning chain. Pick up the 2 strands on the edge and insert the hook. Yarn over and draw the yarn through. Pull through all the loops on the hook. The slip stitch is complete. Make sure to tighten the slip stitch braid. This completes the first round. Move on to the second round. You will need to work a 4DC popcorn stitch. From now on, I'll refer to it as the popcorn stitch. Start with 3 chain stitches as the beginning chain. Then insert the hook into the same hole, the place where you previously slipped the stitch. Work 3 double crochets. While working these, you can place the starting yarn tail above the hook. Hide it as you crochet. After completing, stretch the loop slightly. Remove the hook. Find the 3rd chain of the beginning chain. Insert the hook under the 2 strands at the edge. Then insert it into the loop that was left. Draw the loop through. As you work, the double crochet should stand out forward. Then crochet 1 chain stitch to secure. The popcorn stitch is done. Next, crochet 1 chain stitch as an interval. Pick up the adjacent double crochet stitch. Crochet the popcorn stitch. The same stitch may be slightly puckered. Insert the hook under the 2 strands above. First, make 4 double crochets. After completing, remove the hook. Insert it into the first stitch. Draw the loop that was left through. Again, the double crochet should stand out forward. Then crochet 1 chain stitch to secure. The popcorn stitch is completed. Follow with 1 chain stitch as an interval. Continue downward. Pick the adjacent stitch and crochet a popcorn stitch. Note that the stitch can easily be hidden by the previous popcorn stitch. Make sure not to skip any stitches while crocheting. After completing, crochet 1 chain stitch as an interval. Move backward and pick the double crochet stitch. Correspondingly crochet a popcorn stitch between the popcorn stitches. Crochet 1 chain stitch as an interval. Repeat this process. Finish the remaining part. Complete the last popcorn stitch and the chain stitch interval. Then pick the top of the beginning chain of the first popcorn stitch and slip stitch. Pull tight. For the next round, you need to change colors. Here, cut the yarn. This completes the second round. Next, crochet the third round. Pick up the corresponding color. Refer to the chart for the specific yarn colors moving forward. I won't repeat this reminder later. Make a slip knot with the yarn. The right side should be facing you for the second round. That is, the side where the popcorn stitches protrude. Find the chain space to the left of the yarn tail. Insert the hook. Draw the loop through. Adjust slightly. Then chain 1 as the turning chain. Follow with 3 chain stitches. Work 1 slip stitch in the same chain space. Crochet this slip stitch normally. No need to tighten it. Then skip the adjacent popcorn stitch. Pick up the chain space. Work 1 slip stitch. 3 chain stitches. 1 slip stitch. Here, I work 2 slip stitches in 1 chain space. 3 chain stitches. Treat this as one motif for this round. Continue picking up chain spaces. Work the corresponding motifs. Complete the remaining part. Finish the last motif in the chain space. Pick up the first motif's chain space. Work a slip stitch. You can tighten or not tighten this slip stitch. No need to fasten off the yarn. This completes the third round. Move on to the fourth round. Start with one chain stitch as the turning chain. Then pick up the same hole. Work one single crochet. While crocheting, keep all the yarn tails above the hook. Hide them as you work. Next, work one half double crochet, yarn over. Insert the hook. Yarn over and draw through. At this point, there are 3 loops on the hook. Yarn over. Draw through once. 1 half double crochet is completed. Continue with 1 double crochet. Then work a picket stitch with 2 chain stitches. From now on, I'll refer to it as a 2-chain picket. First, work 2 chain stitches. Then pick up the stitch of the double crochet below. Pick up the strand closest to you and the strand on the left side. Work 1 slip stitch. This completes the 2-chain picket. Continue in the same hole. Work 1 double crochet. One half double crochet, yarn over, insert, yarn over and draw through. Then yarn over and draw through all 3 loops on the hook. Complete the half double crochet, work 1 single crochet in the next stitch. Here, I treat the short needle on both sides. The half double crochet, the double crochet, and the centered picket as a small petal. Continue downwards. Pick up the chain space of the adjacent motif. Crochet a small petal, that is, 1 single crochet, 1 half double crochet, 1 double crochet, a 2-chain picket. First, chain 2. Then pick up the front loop of the stitch and the left thread. Crochet a slip stitch. Complete the 2-chain picket. Continue downwards with 1 double crochet. One half double crochet. 1 single crochet. Complete the small petal. For the rest of this round, pick up the chain spaces of the pattern. Work small petals into each chain space. Finish the remaining part. Complete the last small petal. Slip stitch into the single crochet stitch of the first small petal. Note that the adjacent small braid is the beginning chain. The larger braid on its left is the single crochet stitch. Make sure to pick up the correct position. Pull tight when finished. No need to break the yarn. This completes the 4th round. Move on to the 5th round. For this round, pick up from the third round. Work the slip stitches on the back. You can see that below each small petal, there are 2 vertical lines. These are the insertion points for the 5th round. Start with 1 chain stitch for transition. Then pick up the back of the small petal on the right. At the adjacent position, work 1 slip stitch. If the transition here is tight, you can also work 2 chain stitches. As long as the small petals remain flat, it's fine. Next, crochet 2 chain stitches. Then work a picket stitch with 4 chain stitches. I'll refer to this as a CH4 picket. First, crochet 4 chain stitches. Then, in the first of these 4 stitches, counting from the top down, the right side of the chain stitch forms a V-shaped braid. Pick up the top half stitch of the braid, which is the right strand. Crochet a slip stitch. There's no need to pull tight. This completes the CH4 picket. Continue crocheting 2 chain stitches. For convenience in explaining, I'll refer to the centered 4 chain picket and the 2 chain stitches on either side as one picket pattern. Go down to the back of the 3rd round. Pick up the vertical line adjacent to the left petal. This is the previous starting point. Pick up the vertical line. Crochet a slip stitch. There's no need to pull tight. Then continue picking up this small petal, the small vertical line on the left. Crochet a slip stitch. The slip stitches in this round do not need to be pulled tight. I won't repeat this later. After completing, crochet the picket pattern. That is, 2 chain stitches. A CH4 picket. First, 4 chain stitches. Then pick up the first stitch of the 4 and crochet a slip stitch. Complete the CH4 picket. Continue with 2 more chain stitches. The picket pattern is completed. Go back to the bottom. Pick the 2 vertical lines below the left petal. Work slip stitches corresponding to each stitch. You can see that the picket pattern is right between 2 small petals. Continue downward. Follow the sequence of 2 slip stitches, 1 picket pattern, and repeat. Pay attention to placing the picket pattern between the small petals. Below the small petals, there should be 2 slip stitch positions. Follow this method to complete the remaining part. Finish the last picket pattern. Pick the adjacent vertical line and work a slip stitch. At this point, everyone check the number of picket patterns. There should be 12 in total. Make sure not to have too many or too few. Finally, pick the first slip stitch. Work a slip stitch into the bottom thread. No need to pull tight. You will need to change colors later. Break the yarn. Hide the yarn tail inside the fabric. I won't demonstrate this step here. This completes the 5th round. Next, work the 6th round. Pick up the corresponding color. Make a slip knot. Then pick up the center hole of any picket from the previous round. Choose any one. Insert your hook. Be careful not to pick up the hole where you worked the slip stitch. You can spread it out to see clearly. Insert your hook into the center hole. Draw the loop through. Adjust slightly. Then chain 2 to start. These 2 chains count as 1/2 double crochet. Next, pick up the same hole. Crochet 3 double crochets. Pay attention to weaving in the yarn. After completing, crochet a CH2 picket. Then continue to crochet 3 double crochets in the same position. One-half double crochet. Here, crochet 1/2 double crochet on each side. 3 double crochets. The centered picket acts as the medium petal. Attach it to the small petal below. Find the back of the small petal. Below the picket, you can see 2 vertical lines. Note that it's not the 2 vertical lines above. Pick up the corresponding position below. Crochet 1 slip stitch. This will secure it in place. Next, pick up the next picket motif. Crochet the medium petal. Similarly, pick up the center of the picket to start. First, 1/2 double crochet. Then 3 double crochets. 1 ch2 picket, 3 double crochets, and 1/2 double crochet. This completes the medium petal. Continue with the adjacent one. Pick up below the small petal picket. 2 vertical lines, and secure with a slip stitch. Then, pick up the picket motifs, and crochet the medium petals. After completing each medium petal, pick up the corresponding position of the small petal and secure it. Repeat this process to finish the remaining sections. Once the last medium petal is completed, pick up the adjacent small petal and secure it. Finally, pick up the second chain of the beginning chain, 2 strands at the edge. Crochet 1 slip stitch. Pull tight. Don't cut the yarn. This completes the 6th round. Next, crochet the 7th round. The method is similar to the 5th round, but the number of stitches and the insertion position are slightly different. Start with 1 chain for transition. Then find the bottom of the medium-sized petal on the right side. The chain on the left side of the picket pattern. Crochet 1 slip stitch on the wrong side. Transition here as well. If it's not flat, you can adjust the transition chains. Then crochet 2 chains. Next, crochet a picket of 6 chains. I'll call it a ch6 picket. First, make 6 chains. Then pick up the first chain of these 6 chains. You can count upwards from the bottom. The third chain is the corresponding stitch. Pick up the top half loop and crochet a slip stitch. Complete the ch6 picket. Then crochet 2 chains. I will crochet 2 chains on both sides. The centered picket. I call this a large picket pattern. Continue downwards. Pick up the bottom of the medium-sized petal on the left side. At the chain stitch position to the right of the previous picket. Crochet a slip stitch. Then crochet a large picket pattern. Start with 2 chains. Then 6 chains for the picket. After completing it, crochet 2 more chains. Finish the large picket pattern. Next, pick up the picket below the medium-sized petal on the left side. At the chain stitch positions on both sides, crochet slip stitches correspondingly. This round also starts with 2 slip stitches, followed by a large picket pattern. Repeat this process. The large picket patterns are located between the medium-sized petals. The slip stitches are crocheted at the chain stitch positions of the previous picket patterns. Follow this method to finish the remaining part. After completing the last slip stitch, continue down to the starting position. Pick up any 2 strands of yarn at the beginning. Crochet a slip stitch. Then cut the yarn. Hide the yarn tail inside the fabric. This completes the 7th round. Move on to the 8th round. Pick up the corresponding color. Make a slip knot. And pick any picket hole from a large picket pattern. Join the yarn. Then make 3 beginning chains. Then crochet 4 double crochets. After that, crochet a CH2 picket. In the same position, crochet 5 double crochets. I consider these stitches as one large petal. Next, pick up the previous medium petal. The 2 vertical lines below the picket. And crochet a slip stitch to secure. Continue picking up the large picket pattern. And crochet a large petal, 5 double crochets. 1 ch2 picket, 5 double crochets, 'To complete the large petal, secure with a slip stitch adjacent to the medium petal. Pick up the picket holes of the large picket pattern below, and crochet large petals correspondingly. After completing each large petal, secure it with the medium petal. Repeat this process to finish the remaining part. Secure the last medium petal. Then join with the first large petal below, using a slip stitch at the beginning chain. Pull tight, and fasten off the yarn. This completes the 8th round. Now, let's move on to the 9th round. I'll demonstrate using this small sample. Focusing only on the crochet method, take a new yarn. Find any ch2 picket stitch, and attach the yarn by picking up 2 strands on the wrong side. Then, crochet a ch4 picket. This forms a corner of the fabric piece. Next, chain 5 for transition. On the wrong side of the second leaf from the left, pick up 2 strands at the second double crochet, and make 1 slip stitch. Chain 4. Then pick up a few strands from the wrong side of the second to last stitch, on the left, and make 1 slip stitch. Continue with 2 chain stitches, and follow the stitch pattern of the second leaf. Crochet on the third leaf. After completing it, chain 5. And on the wrong side of the fourth leaf's picket, pick up 2 strands and make 1 slip stitch. We will consider the stitches from the beginning to this point as one group. Repeat this group, starting with the CH4 picket. On the left side, chain 5 as a transition. From now on, follow the previous demonstration and chart to crochet. Finally, make a slip stitch at the joining position. That completes the 9th round. Next, we'll crochet the 10th round. Start by making a slip stitch in the chain space on the upper left side. Then, chain 3 to begin. In the same position, work 1 double crochet. Chain 1. In the large chain space on the left, work 1 double crochet. Chain 1. Repeat this 3 times. After completing, continue in the left chain space, repeating 2 times. In the next chain space, work 1 double crochet. Chain 1. Continue in the left chain space, repeating 2 times. In the next chain space, repeat 3 times. After completing, in the chain space at this corner, work 2 double crochets. Chain 2. Work 2 double crochets. This forms a corner of the fabric piece. The rest is repeating the previous stitch pattern. Everyone, refer to the chart and the previous demonstration to complete this round. Finally, join with a slip stitch. The 2 stitches at the beginning and the last ones you work also form a corner. Round 10 is completed. Next, we'll work the 2nd to last round. Chain 1 to start. In the chain space on the right side, work 1 single crochet. On the left side, work 1 single crochet into the starting chain. Work 1 single crochet into the double crochet stitch. Then pick up the entire chain and work 1 single crochet. We consider the double crochet stitch and the chain as one group. Repeat this group 3 more times. After completing, continue with 1 single crochet. This single crochet needs to include a leaf. First, pick up the back 2 strands of the picket stitch. And pull through the back double crochet stitch. Work a single crochet. After completing, work 1 single crochet in the chain space on the left side. Whenever you encounter a position like this, you need to include a leaf. The pattern from here on out is to work single crochets in the chain spaces and double crochet stitches, and include the leaf from the 8th round. Work 1 single crochet in the chain space at the corner. 2 chains, 1 single crochet. Note that the leaf at the corner does not need to be included. Finish with a slip stitch join. Cut the yarn and weave in the ends. Now let's work the final round. Take the new yarn. Join the yarn in the chain space. Work a double crochet in each single crochet stitch. Work 2 double crochets in the chain space at the corner. 2 chains. Repeat the pattern of 2 double crochets all the way around. Finish with a slip stitch join. Leave a tail 3-4 times the length of the piece. For sewing. That completes Motif 1. Follow the demonstration shown earlier. Complete the corresponding number of Motif 1s. Now let's learn Motif 2. Start with an adjustable magic ring. Crochet in rounds counterclockwise. The new stitch technique we'll use is the TR3 popcorn stitch. Please watch the demonstration. Begin with a magic ring. Then crochet the first round. Chain 3 to start, which counts as 1 double crochet. 1 chain for transition. 1 double crochet into the ring. One chain. Repeat 1 double crochet, 1 chain for this round. After completing it, finish 9 more groups. Finally, tighten the center of the motif. Join with a slip stitch into the third chain of the beginning chain, slip stitch to connect. The first round is complete. Cut the yarn and weave in the ends. Now let's work on the second round. Pick up the corresponding yarn. First, join the yarn in the hole on the left side of the beginning chain. Then, chain 4 as a turning chain. This counts as 1 treble crochet. Hook 2 more treble crochets in the same position. Start with the first one. Yarn over twice. Insert the hook and pull through all the loops on the hook. Yarn over again. Pull through the first 2 loops on the hook. Repeat this 3 times. The treble crochet is complete. Hook another one. Stretch the loop. Remove the hook from the loop. And pick up the 2 strands of the fourth chain from the beginning chain. Insert the hook into the loop. Pull the yarn through. Chain 1 to secure. This completes one specialty, our 3 popcorn stitch. It's now finished. Next, chain 2. Continue with 3 treble crochets in the next hole on the left side. Stretch the loop. Insert the hook into the first stitch, and pull through the loop. Pull the yarn through. Chain 1 to secure. This completes another our 3 popcorn stitch. It's now finished. From now on, we'll call it a popcorn stitch. Next, chain 2. 1 popcorn stitch. Then chain 4. For the corner position. Moving forward, follow the pattern of 1 popcorn stitch, 2 chain stitches for the connection. At the corner positions, chain 4. Hook all the way down this round. Finish by joining with a slip stitch to the first popcorn stitch. That completes the second round. Cut the yarn and weave in the ends. Now let's move on to the third round. Start by joining the yarn in the chain space on the left side of the first popcorn stitch. Follow the chart to work the corresponding stitches. All stitches are worked in the chain spaces. Make sure you don't work the wrong stitches. That completes the third round. That completes one Motif Two. After completing it, compare one side of Motif Two with one side of Motif One. Check if the side of Motif Two is half the length of the side of Motif One. If there is a significant difference, adjust your tension and rework it. Follow the previous demonstration and complete the corresponding number of Motif Twos according to the color chart. Next, let's learn how to make Motif 3. Start with a magic ring. Crochet in rounds counterclockwise. Please watch the demonstration. For the first round, follow the chart. I have already completed it here. For a solid color motif, no color changes are needed. You can crochet according to your own preference. I will demonstrate the crochet method for Motif 3, using a color-changing motif. Now, let's crochet the second round. Take the yarn. First, join the yarn in the hole on the left side of the beginning chain. Make 2 chain stitches to start. Work 1 double crochet in the same position. Two chain stitches. 1 slip stitch. Then 3 chain stitches. Skip the next double crochet, work 1 slip stitch in the second hole. We will consider 2 chain stitches starting from the current stitch as one group. The rest is repeating this group. Follow the chart to complete this round. Everyone, finish crocheting this round according to the chart. When completed, fasten off the yarn normally. The second round is complete. Now let's work on the third round. Get the yarn. Join the yarn at the insertion point of the slip stitch in the first round. One chain stitch to start. Work 1 single crochet in the same position. Wrap around the 3 chain stitches behind and crochet. When completed, chain 4 for transition. Work 1 single crochet in the empty double crochet stitch on the left side. Chain 4 for transition. From here, just repeat the pattern. Everyone finish this round. When completed, join with a slip stitch into the first single crochet. The 3rd round is complete. For the 4th round, follow the pattern chart. When completed, now let's work on the 5th round. First, make 1 slip stitch into the hole on the right side for transition. Then, chain 2 for the turning chain. Next, chain 2 more for transition. Work 3 half double crochets into the hole on the left side. From here, follow the pattern chart. Finish this round. When completed, join with a slip stitch into the 2nd chain of the turning chain. That completes one Motif 3. Motif 3 also needs to fit well with Motif 1. Everyone, refer to the color chart. Complete the remaining number of Motif 3s. Next, let's learn Motif 4. Start with an adjustable magic ring. First, work back and forth. Finally, crochet 1 edge. Please watch the demonstration. First, start with an adjustable magic ring. Then, work the first row. Follow the pattern chart for the rest. After completing, tighten the center of the motif. The first row is done. Now, let's work the second row. Chain 3 to start. Turn your work. Correspond to the double crochet below. Then, crochet 2 double crochets in the hole on the left side. Chain 1 as a transition. After completing, follow the pattern chart to finish this round. The last double crochet goes into the third chain of the turning chain. The second row is done. For the third and fourth rows, follow the previous demonstration and refer to the pattern chart to complete them. After completing, let's move on to the fifth row. Chain 1 to start. Rotate the motif counterclockwise. On the left treble crochet, work 4 single crochets. Pick up the entire treble crochet and work into it. On the left side, pick up the entire chain and work 2 single crochets. Work 3 single crochets into the double crochet. Work 2 single crochets into the chain. Then, work 1 single crochet into the magic ring. After completing, work the symmetrical stitch pattern on the other side. That completes Motif 4. After finishing, compare it with Motif 1. Everyone will refer to the color chart to complete the remaining quantity of Motif 4. Next, we'll learn how to join them together. Follow the joining diagram to join each motif together first. Please watch the demonstration. First, take one Motif 1, one Motif 2, and join them together. Align the corners with each other. Then pick the back loops and whip stitch them together. That means the 2 strands of yarn next to each other. First, thread the reserved yarn through the sewing needle. Start joining from the treble crochet at the corner. Stitch by stitch. You'll encounter chain stitches along the way. Just pick one strand of the chain stitch and sew it. Continue joining until you reach the first chain stitch of the next corner of Motif 2. Once done, take Motif 4. With the right side facing up. Sew the 1 chain stitch at the corner of Motif 4. To the last stitch where Motif 2 and Motif 1 were sewn together. Follow the previous demonstration and continue sewing until you finish this side of Motif 4. Once completed, refer to the joining diagram and join all the motifs around the outer frame. Pay attention, if you encounter a connection like this, join through the center and make sure not to create any holes. That's how you join the motifs together. Next, we'll learn how to crochet the edging. The new stitches we'll use include the DC2 puff and SC2 tog. Please watch the demonstration. First, we'll crochet the first round. Take the new yarn. In this round, we'll crochet double crochets into the single crochet stitches of Motif 3. For 2 connected corners like this, crochet 1 double crochet into the connection point. 2 chain stitches. 1 double crochet. When completed, join with a slip stitch. That's how you crochet the first round. Next, we'll crochet the second round. Take the yarn and join it with 3 chain stitches to start. In the left chain space, work a double crochet 2 needle bobble stitch. Yarn over once. Pick up the entire chain. Pull the yarn through. Yarn over again. Draw the yarn through the first 2 loops. That completes 1 incomplete double crochet. Work another incomplete double crochet. Yarn over once. Insert the hook. Yarn over and pull through, and draw the yarn through the first 2 loops. Now you have 3 loops on the hook. Yarn over, pull through all loops at once. That completes the double crochet 2 needle bobble stitch. We'll refer to this as a bobble stitch from now on. Next, chain 4 for the transition. Work another bobble stitch in the same position. After completing it, chain 4 for the transition. Work 1 bobble stitch. Then skip 2 stitches. Work 1 double crochet in the third double crochet stitch on the left side. Then skip 2 stitches. Work 2 bobble stitches in the next stitch, with 4 chains in between for the transition. Skip 2 stitches. Work 1 double crochet. Continue with the pattern of skipping 2 stitches and working bobble stitches and double crochets. Connect the bobble stitches with 4 chains. Crochet all 4 edges of the blanket. At the corners, work 3 bobble stitches into the corner chain. Connect with 4 chains. Follow the previous demonstration. Refer to the chart to complete this round. The second edging round is complete. Now let's crochet the third round. Take the new yarn. Work the standing bobble stitch in the gap between the right side of the beginning chain and the first bobble stitch. Join the yarn. Make 1 chain as a beginning chain. Then pick up the gaps on the right and left sides of the beginning chain. Pull the yarn through. Yarn over again, and pull through. Single crochet decrease completed. Work 3 bobble stitches into each of the 2 chains on the left side. Connect with 1 chain. After completing, work into the gaps on the right and left sides of the double crochet on the left side. Work a single crochet decrease. Work 3 bobble stitches into the left chain space. Connect with 2 chains. After completing, in the gaps on the right and left sides of the double crochet on the left side, work a single crochet decrease. From now on, follow the pattern of single crochet decreases and bobble stitches, with 2 chains connecting the bobble stitches on each edge. At the corner position, connect with 1 chain. Complete this round according to the chart. The third round is complete. The final round. Everyone can follow the chart to crochet. The single crochet decrease is worked into the gaps on either side of the single crochet decrease from the previous round. After completing, fasten off and weave in the ends. That's how you finish the edging. Up to this point, we have completed this product. If you have any unclear points during the crocheting process, you can contact our customer service, Susan's Family. Support your handwork experience. Enjoy the joy of life. Thank you for watching. See you in the next episode.